This Vid production brought to you by Yankee Dabbler. For all your model railroad needs, check out Yankee Dabbler. Don't forget, 7% discount with BNSF 6951. And by Highways and Byways, awesome street graphics for your roads and streets on your model railroad layout. If you guys are looking for sophisticated model railroad electronics, Logic Rail Technologies has what you need. For a 5% discount on certain items, use code BNSF6951. Alright guys, now it's time for the next step on your layout. Trees! I have been dealing with Bob for 7 years now, and he does excellent work on his trees. So if you need some trees on your layout, check out Long Shadow's Trees. Tell him the Cuz sent you. Hey everyone, welcome to Friday Night with the Cuz. I hope you all can hear me because I don't know if this microphone is working. I had to change everything over, so please let me know if you guys can hear me. I'll wait a second so I know if you guys are hearing me or not. But in the meanwhile, I'll say hello to a few people. Chris Mitchell, M&M Shortlines, PDRR Engineer Art, Sean, Kevin Brown, Chris Mitchell again, Norman Rowe, 5x5. Thank you, Norman. I appreciate that. Container Man 68, my little brother. How are you? You got a what? I missed that. I got a loud sailboat feel. Okay. Manny Fernandez, how's it going? Hey, listen, while I'm saying hello to everybody, why don't we go ahead and look at these shows. Oops, wrong side. These guys right here. Check them out while I say hello to everyone. Anyhow, let's get back to the John Schoolkill. How's it going? Roy Eltham, nice to see you. William, New Fenris. Caboose 121, Cameron, how's it going, buddy? Glad to make it in. JT1, Shays N-Scale, nice to see you all in here. Split Rock, nice to see you, Thomas. Glad you could make it in. Connie, Dragon Lover, nice to see you. John Tanzil. Hey, John, I didn't forget about you, man. I've just been so busy. I'll get that stuff out to you as soon as I can, probably next week or so, because I need to get back on that project. Joe Rader, how's it going, buddy? Norman Rowe, thank you. M&M Shortlines, Marty. Let's see who else we got. Oh, excuse me. Sean McGee, glad you could make it in here. What else we got? Melvin Fackler, nice to see you, buddy. Glad you can make it in. Digger Evans, my buddy from across the pond. Otter Creek and Rio and Dennis, glad you can make it in here tonight, guys. Should be a pretty interesting little show I'm going to have for you guys tonight. I'm going to expand on a little bit of my scenery work in the area that I'm standing in front of right now. And anyhow, it's going to be a continuation of the basket weave, but we're not going to use basket weave tonight. We're going to use newspaper. Yes, sir. And we're going to use newspaper in a certain way. So anyhow, you guys stay tuned for that. We'll be doing that shortly. Kyle Stevens, how's it going, buddy? Glad you can make it in. What day are we on? Thursday? Got a couple more here. I also have a small mail call I'm going to do tonight. Mail call because of the scenery that I am doing. I'm going to need some extra tools. So I went ahead and bought some extra tools. Wilma, Indian Head Valley Railroad. How's it going, buddy? Glad you can make it in tonight. Kyle Stevens, glad you can make it in. William Cobat. Glad you can make it in tonight. All right, looks like we got everybody in here. We got 43. That's pretty good for the start of the show. 4 minutes. I like it. I have not seen Heath do his weekly thing. Is he all right? Is he on vacation or something? Somebody can answer that for me. I would appreciate that. All righty then. Leon, Lehigh Valley. Lehigh, I'm sorry, I keep on saying Lehigh Valley. Brian Page, how's it going, buddy? Glad you can make it in. 42, 24. Oh, man, I only got a 0? Oh, come on, man. Somebody give me the thumb down. Roy Smith, glad you can make it in tonight. I think Heath is back. Back to work. Okay, thank you. Appreciate the info. I do remember him saying something about that. Yes, you are correct. Thank you for the update. I appreciate that. So, guys, while these shows are working on here, I guess let me just wait a couple more minutes because this should be over here in a few seconds, I think. Let's see who else we got. Dwight Curley, glad you can make it in tonight, buddy. Anyhow, I do want to mention, now you guys think I'm crazy, you know this, but I look forward to this every summer, and that is the Little League Baseball. And I know I mentioned this last week, but now, starting yesterday, they are actually in the World Series. And tonight's game, the last game is on right now as we speak, which I'm going to go take a look at. No, I'm only kidding. There's actually a girl on the team. And you know what position she plays? She's the catcher. And she's not afraid of anybody running down the baseline if she's got to tag them out. She's going to stand her ground. You guys, if you have not watched this Little League Baseball, I really highly recommend you do so. It is really, really cool to watch these kids play. And this Sunday coming up, they actually get to go to a Major League Baseball team. That's all 16 of the American, Little League team. They get to go to a Major League game, and then they get to mingle with all the players of the Major League. So it's pretty cool for them. I watched it the year before last, before the showstopper happened. And it was pretty cool to see these kids interact with all the Major League players. And a lot of them were Little League players. All right, did I miss anybody? I don't think so. I think let's see. I know it takes about 5 minutes to run through the shows, the weekly shows here. Randall Ellison, how's it going, buddy? James Galton, glad you can make it in. Norman Rowe, CP368, glad you can make it in. All right, I think that's going to be it. And also, if you didn't see your show, like it says right there, let these guys know, and they will put you up there. Anyhow, with all that being said, let's get on to the main camera here. And there we go. All right, guys, so I am waiting for my moderator to show up here. He should be here in a few minutes. But anyhow, my shout out for tonight is going to be a person that I've been watching pretty regularly, and he's been doing videos on and off, not very consistent on his videos. But tonight, after my show, he is going to fulfill Jack's challenge of running hoppers. But that's not the only thing. The guy is going to try and run almost 100 covered hoppers. So he's going to be on right after my show. The name of the channel is Rizdone and Rome. He also does some work on cars you might want to be interested in. Ron Wrights, how's it going, buddy? Dave BNSFN Skill, glad to see you making in here, buddy. Anthony Dodge. Anthony, I am so sorry I cannot make your shows. Friday is a very busy day for me, especially when I got to set up stuff in this room right here because I can move everything from one room out to here. So I apologize. Let's see, what do we got? 45. All right, what else do I got to say here? Tomorrow, my premiere video is going to be basically more scenery stuff. It's about 35 minutes long, and I would appreciate if you guys watch it and comment on it and all that kind of good stuff. I have a small kitchen update. My new countertops will be installed on the 13th of next month. That was pretty cool. And let's see. I mentioned all of that stuff. Now, I want you to know that I've been very busy this week, and the reason why I've been busy this week is because I have been answering some of the challenges that have been going on with the crew, the YouTube crew. And I've done, between test runs and challenges, I've done pretty much 6, 7, 8 different test runs on my layout. Hold on. Yeah, right, Roy. So anyhow, I am convinced at this point that the original room number 1 and the original room number 2, first and second levels in both rooms are electrically working perfectly. That's right now. I still have to do what I'm standing in front of now, which is the 3rd level. I have not hooked that up as far as wiring goes, but we'll get there. Hopefully, maybe this weekend. How you doing, Steve? 87 PSAP. Glad you can make it in tonight. Let's see who else we got in here. I think that's about everybody. Let's see. All right, let me do my small mail call that I had. And let me move this book out of the way. Put it back here. All right. Let's see if I can get it all up there one time. If I don't fall and kill myself, we'll be okay. All right. Oops. Oh, no. Oh, no. All right. Because I'm going to be doing all of this scenery stuff, I went ahead on Amazon and made a few purchases. First thing I did was I bought this Gorilla wood glue. And you'll see if you watch my videos, tomorrow's video, you'll see where I'm using this wood glue. It happens to work very well on extruded foam. All right. And let's see. Put it in there. I also bought a couple of rolls of plastic cloth. And I bought this from the medical section. I thought I was getting a deal, but I didn't read everything. And this actually, 1.5 of these rolls would equal a Woodland Scenics roll. And I paid $16 for these 2 rolls, so I don't think it was a good deal. I also bought a pack of plastic putty knives for spreading plaster on the mountain so I could do some sculpting. I'm going to try doing sculpting. Yes, that's right. And then, in order to do the sculpting, if I get the stupid thing open, I bought dental pick set. And one more item is I'm going to be using lots of glue and paint and stuff like that. So I bought a bunch of cheap paint brushes. There's 24 paint brushes in here. And the way I look at it is if I could save time by cleaning, I'm going to do it. I just take one of these brushes after I use it with glue or something like that, and I'll just chuck it in the garbage. Basically, that's it. Let me put this stuff back down underneath so I have some more room up here. All right. All right. And who else we got? I think I got everybody. All right. Anyhow, like I said, what we're going to do is let me get you down to the other camera here so you can see what's going on. I think all I have to do is this. Bada bing. There you go. All right. So what I did was with the white styrene, the stuff that makes all the popcorn and ugliness and stuff like that, I put that under this plastic bag. And under the plastic, on top of the reason why I put the plastic here is so that when I put the wet newspaper, that's right, wet newspaper on top of here, it won't leak down to the bottom level. that was my moderator. He said he's almost home. Anyhow, this is one method that's enhancing on the newspaper deal. And I like doing this because when you wet the newspaper, you fold it, it stays like that. After it dries, it stays in that position. And it goes a lot faster. Double Diamond Railroad, how's it going, buddy? I just mentioned that I am totally satisfied that my first and second rooms, upper and lower levels, are both electrically working fine. Yes, JD's racing home. Good guess, Roy. Let's see. Everybody's still saying hello to each other. That's great. Great news, great news. All right. So he says he's got a few minutes before he's home, so I'll just wait a couple more minutes. Anyhow, let me explain to this what we're going to do. Is we're going to take newspaper and we're going to totally saturate it in a bucket of water that I have right over here. And I got a bunch of newspaper on the table, as you can see. No, wrong way. This way. Right there. Anyhow, let's see. Let's get this back up to where we were. And like right about there or so. You guys got to see how I have this all set up out here. There's not a flat spot anywhere in this section of the layout. In fact, and pretty much in all the upper section, there's not a flat spot. So I got extruded foam sitting under the computer, extruded foam sitting under the side camera. So this is like really scary. All right. So anyhow, like I said, we're just gonna wait for John to get here so he can. If you guys have questions, and I do want you guys to ask questions because that's what this is all about. To show you guys that there's so many different ways that you can do scenery. Let me get back up here until John shows up. So, like I said, if you guys have any questions about this, I would really love to hear them. Just get involved. Ask why I'm doing it this way, and so on and so forth. There's really no rhyme or reason other than I tried it way back in the day. I don't remember when, and I liked it, and I've been using it whenever I can. So, let me show you what we're going to do. Basically, let's see who's that. It's getting crowded. All three Roys. All three Roys. Well, that's a good thing. I like that. Almost time to eat. Oh, it's getting close. Getting close. Let's see, what time is it? It's 5:17. Yeah, right after the show, I'll be eating. Anyhow, let me get on with this. Let me put this tape out of the way here. So, what I like about these ones that you get now, I have not bought any of these newspapers, to be honest with you. They all come in the mail, all junk mail. So, we'll get down here. And I like these supermarket ones because they are double the size of most other advertisements, as you can see. Now, when I fold these, I fold them with the corners going in. So when you put it in the water, it kind of gives you a puff. And that's what you want. You want this puff. So what we're going to do now is, I know you guys are not going to be able to see this, I don't think, if I move this up a little bit, maybe. Maybe move this a little bit closer here. All right, I'm going to take what I just done here, and I'm going to go ahead and just soak it in the water. And then you'll wring it out, and then you'll just place it in place. And we'll just go ahead and do this. Again, fold the corners in, so you get a nice little puffy dilly mabobber. And then just drench it in the water. Now, the only drawback is you should wait before you put plaster on here, but I did the opposite on my video you'll see tomorrow. I actually did plaster over the wet paper, and I think it's going to work out okay. So we'll just keep going with this. Oops. Let me put this back over here. I try not to use the very shiny paper, like magazine paper that comes in these advertisement stuff, only because I don't think they hold the water as well. And I just think that this just a little bit fat. Hello, Jerry. How you doing, buddy? Glad you can make it in. Let's see. Am I missing anybody? Now, I can go as high or as low as I want to go. And what we're going to do here is we're going to integrate with the basket weave that I've done. So we're just going to stick that under there like that. Joe Sestito, how's it going, buddy? Glad you can make it in tonight. Now, don't worry if it ripped anything like that, because this is all going to get covered with plaster anyhow. I think Mr. Grandpa Rails is here. Let me bring him on up. Hello,
hey,
Mr.
everybody.
JB. How's it going,
What's going on, Benny?
Yeah, we're trying to make some mountains here.
Oh, cool.
So as you can see, I'm using a wet newspaper technique.
I've never seen that before.
I know you haven't. I invented it.
Oh, okay. That would explain it.
Now, basically what I'm doing is just taking a bunch of newspaper. I already used newspaper dry to do mountains. Now, this is another version of the newspaper deal, which I'm actually using newspaper. And I was telling the guys that when you fold it with the corners in, like that. So you get a nice little puff ball.
Yeah.
And then you just take that. Now the thing is, when this dries, it stays in that position.
Oh yeah.
So you don't need to use it. You don't need to use any tape to hold anything down.
Hey Robert, you like that shirt?
Hey, wait a minute. You're supposed to have my shirt on.
Well, it's in the laundry.
Uh,
So I grabbed the next yellow shirt I had.
if you guys have any questions, John's going to relay them to me because I'm not looking at the chat. So basically, you're just going to keep laying the paper down here and just build and shape your mountain. And this is one of those shiny pieces of paper I was telling you about that I really don't like using, but it was in the pile, so we'll just go ahead and use it. Guys all think I'm crazy, right? What's this crazy Italian doing with wet paper?
Well, yeah, I've got a crazy Italian boss, so I don't know. I'm used to it. Let's see.
I need to talk to someone who has got the join button activated. I need to talk to them about some stuff. So anybody who's got that, could you please contact me so we can talk about it?
Join the channel?
Yeah, join the channel. You know, it's got that little join thing down there.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know how that all works. I mean, what am I supposed to do with that? Am I supposed to show something every day, every week, something different every week? Or I don't know.
Oh, yeah. I don't know.
Because I really would like to join. And what we're doing right now is just putting down the base. Is Sparky here? Possum Bio, how's it going, Rusty?
Rusty, I missed something Manny had said. Where did it go? He's asking which do you like better, but I'm not sure what that was. I don't see any question in front of that.
Whoever is, if that was the question somebody asked and John missed it, please ask the question again.
Joe Rader says loves the progress, or Joe R, excuse me.
Joe R, yeah, it's two of them. And I was calling Joe Rader Joe R until I figured out that there was actually two Joes in with the last name R.
Now we're gonna have to start numbering the Joes and the Steves. We're getting a lot of those guys in. There's no question. At least he's...
All right, that's as far as I'm going to go here because I don't want to get any closer to the computer. I already had one problem with getting into my computer.
Yeah, you don't need that.
I don't want to experience that again. All right, so now we're just going to come on down. Let's see if I can get this a little bit better here. Right.
Yeah, Joe Rader, your title is longer.
Yeah, it is.
Joe Rader, Black Rock Central Railroad. Yep. Hey, Lance, how's it going?
Hey, Lance, buddy. How's it going, buddy? Now, a lot of you guys know that there's a lot of these challenges going on. I'm going to have a challenge of my own.
I'm behind. I've got like 4 to do.
My challenge is not going to be train running. Thank you, Mr. Brian Page.
Oh, you got it. Okay, good. Ding, 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 ding. Wait.
I forgot my bill. Hold on. I think I can figure that out. Hold on a second.
Oh, that went just for...
Thank you so much, Brian. I appreciate it, buddy.
Okay, Wilmer wants to know what is the advantages of the wet newspaper versus weaving cardboard.
Weaving cardboard is okay. It's just to me that it takes too long to do it. This is, I was doing this with dry newspaper, and to hold it in place, I had to use a lot of masking tape.
Right.
So doing the wet newspaper like this, when I fold it and it dries, it's going to dry exactly the way I folded it. It's not going to move, which makes it easier to put the plastic cloth on later on. I don't have to worry about any tape. Again, this is just one of the very, very many ways you can do scenery on a layout. And this is the third one that I'm showing you guys now. I did the basket weave, I did regular newspaper, and now I'm doing the wet newspaper. And I'm going to do also. Go ahead.
I was going to say, since you're using the wet newspaper now, do you let it dry before you put the plaster cloth on, or do you?
That's a good question, and I appreciate that. Engineer Hall, thank you so much, buddy. I appreciate that. It goes, yeah, okay, it goes right back. Very cool. Video clips. Let's see, get back to the comments. Again, like I say, once you wet it and once you fold it, and crinkle it up and everything, and just put it on the layout, it'll stay like that once it dries. Now, the question was, do I wait for it to dry? You could wait for it to dry, but the video you'll see tomorrow, I actually did the plaster while it was wet.
Oh, okay.
So I don't know. I think the reason why I like to let it dry out a little bit first, so it dries out faster. But I think we're going to be okay. I'll find out tomorrow. It'll be 24 hours since I've done it, and we'll see how it is tomorrow morning. Hello, Mike, Real Artist. How's it going, buddy? Engineer
Dave
Hall, Lance Weber
wants to know, is it dripping on the lower levels?
It's not. That's why I put the plastic bags down there. You see, I thought of that.
Yeah.
All right, so what I'm going to do now is this section right here. Right here, I'm going to start building it up a little bit and come on to this piece of wood right here. And, of course, we got a track on this side and a track on this side, so I got to be between those tracks. And this is the fun part where when you actually start to see a mountain come to life.
Right. Hi, Real Artist. How you doing? Yep, that's right, Norman. He's got the plastic bags underneath.
Yep, that's right.
All right, Kevin Brown's got you a super chat.
All right, let me get back down here. We'll give Kevin the big one.
Roy S. says, when archaeologists dig up your house in 1,000 years, they're going to wonder what the heck went on there.
Thank you, Mr. Kevin Brown. I appreciate that. I like these big newspapers because you can make a nice big fat bubble.
Yeah. Okay, where did that go? Damn, it just jumped. Okay, Creepy 013 wants to know if you've tried paper towels and plaster of Paris instead of plaster cloth. Just cheap.
Way back in the day, yes, I did. In fact, it was paper towels. Yes, it was paper towels. Also, it was brown paper, like grocery bags. At that time, we're doing grocery bags.
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm.
And they had brown paper bags, so I used to use that. I used to cut those up and use those. Yes. Like I said. Say again?
William Cobbett says that he has a friend that does something similar to what you're doing, and he adds a small amount of PVA glue to the water, and it dries up hard as a rock.
And yes, I've done that. I've done that process also. I mean, there's, like I said, there is so many ways to do scenery, and this is just my ways. If you guys can enhance on what I'm doing here, great. If you want to use it, that's fine. I have no objections to that. But like I said, there's so many ways to do scenery, and this is just like one of them. Like I said, I showed the basket weaving, I showed the dry newspaper, and I'm showing the wet newspaper, and then I am going to show extruded foam. How to use the extruded foam that my little brother Roy sent me a package of a couple of months ago. In fact, that's what I have the computer sitting on right now, is one of those pieces of extruded foam. All right, so now I'm pretty much coming to here. It's coming like to a narrow point right here. I'm just going to put 2 more pieces here, and then we're going to kind of build this up a little bit.
Hey, Kevin, how you doing down there in New Zealand?
Hi, Kevin.
Let's see.
Now, all of this is going to continue under the computer eventually, because I have a whole section that, like another 6 feet behind the computer, and over on that side over there, there's still a flat spot that I need to do. And I'm going to turn this camera around a minute, and I'm going to show you what's been done so far. Just let me get this last couple of pieces in here.
Hey, Dwayne, how you doing?
Hi, Dwayne. Canesville and Western. How's it going, buddy?
Yeah.
Flying Crow, Robert. How's it going, buddy? See, now when this dries, everything will stay exactly where I put it right now. So that'll make putting the plaster on top of this so much easier. These big ones.
Artie says on one of the layouts he passed the weaving and cloth and just used cheap masking tape and placed plaster over the top. It worked out pretty good.
You know, it's funny. All these guys saying stuff that I tried way back in the day. Just using a white glue on top of something, whatever, just to give it a little bit of form, and it works.
Mm-hmm.
So tell me, do I have my 1 thumbs down yet?
Let me go over there and look. I hadn't even brought that up yet.
I'll be very disappointed.
Well, mine's got 39 thumbs up, 0 down.
Well,
he must be missing today.
He must be sleeping or something.
Something. And now that we said something, he'll probably pop in.
No, I want to be high, but I don't want to go too high. I want to be able to see the train and not see the train. Does that make sense?
Yeah. Okay. 69 watching, 43 thumbs up.
I got a good group in here tonight. 67 watchers.
Yeah.
Pretty good. I like that. Very cool. Thank you. I appreciate all the support you guys are giving me. Now, from this point right here, the basket weaving starts right here, but it starts to go up. So I'm just going to leave this just the way it is right now. I'm just going to put this guy over that. And so I'll have an up and a down and then an up.
So you're creating like a scenic block, as Norman is asking, a scenic block?
Kind of, yes. That is true. Sorry, guys. Just what Dave said. It started to leak under.
Uh-oh. It's a good thing you had that plastic down there.
Actually, I think it probably missed a piece of the plastic because it was dripping. I heard it leaking. I said, what the heck's going on down there? Yeah, so that's basically what I'm doing, John, is creating scenic blocks, basically.
Roy S says, Vinny, it seems we all got at least one hater. I guess your hater didn't show up tonight.
I guess he must be sleeping or something. Or maybe he figures I like too much and he's not going to do it anymore. Be funny.
Yeah. William New Printer says, Vinny, if you want, I can hit the thumbs down for you. Oh, let's see what these guys are doing now. Got a refresh on it. Up. 46 thumbs up, no thumbs down. 64 watching.
All right. I like it. I like it. All right. So I think that's about as far as I can go tonight. Should I make this a bit higher? I think so.
Double Diamond Railroad says if you soak the papers in gasoline, you can get rid of them quicker if you don't like it.
I like that. No, but the thing is, once I put the plaster on here, or the plaster cloth, I should say, and it dries, I can actually take whatever support I have underneath this. I could take it all out and take all the paper out, and it would just be a freestanding hill or mountain, or whatever you want to call it.
Yeah. Well, now I've always kind of wondered about having paper underneath. You know, when you're building these things and not getting it wet until you're putting the plaster cloth on. But I always was wondering if that stuff molded under there. If it just didn't quite dry all the way out.
Well, I'll put it to this way. Somebody had told me it's always good to take the paper out because if you live in an area where you have rodents, the rodents will crawl up in there and they will make a home up in there. That's why I have the option of taking out the bottom support and taking all the paper out if I want to. But being here in Arizona, the humidity is so low that nothing has time to mold.
Yeah, that's true too. Yeah. Double D says, get farmers insurance. They've seen it all.
Yeah, there you go. As a matter of fact, I do have farmers insurance.
Oh, well, hey.
This is that shiny paper I was telling you about. I don't use this because it doesn't absorb the water very well. You want to use the cheap newsprint is what you want to use.
Yeah, like the stuff for the grocery stores, advertisements and stuff.
I'm looking forward to September 13th because that's when my kitchen counters are going to be here.
Oh, yeah. Dwayne says he had a mouse living in his mountain.
Did he? Really?
Yeah, on an old layout. He had an old layout that happened.
Uh-huh. All right. Well, I think that's as far as I can go. Let me dry my hands off.
Rusty says the humidity is so high where he's at that when he takes it out, the lizards can come in and stay.
All right, let me get back to this camera. There you go.
Digger says, will a mouse really move into there? Yeah. You ought to see what they do on cars.
Oh, man, I've had so many rodent-infested cars where they chew up the wires. Oh, man.
It's bad. It's bad out here.
I feel sorry for the people because, it's not, if they're out of warranty, it sucks for them,
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Because that just means that they're going to have to pay for whatever damage it is out of their pocket.
Mm-hmm.
You guys seen how I'm doing this, so I'm just going to go ahead and stay up on this camera right now and just continue on.
Dwayne says
All right.
the little sucker was stealing his foliage,
Probably doing his nest.
making a nest.
That's
Yeah.
funny. That is really funny. Let's see, can I push this back a little bit?
Norman says rodents love chewing up Tesla wires. They work on volts and bolts too, because we had I think we had a bolt come into the shop where some rodents had got into that. Yeah, that's some electric. Those electric cars are expensive.
Oh yeah, I can imagine.
Yeah. Ian says they'll eat the cork from your fishing rods too. Hey, thanks, Ralph. Ralph Greenwood posted a link to Bob's Long Shadows model trees.
Thank you.
And let me tell you,
Ralph.
Bob makes some fantastic trees. I've got a pile of them for my layout. I've got a few out there. Kimberly's got some on there. I actually need to get over and do a visit with him.
All right, hang on a minute,
grill
there, John.
fishing.
I'm gonna put you downstairs in the basement. I want to show some stuff off.
Okay.
So I want to show you guys what I've been up to this week and show you some of Bobby's trees on the layout. So hang on, let me get the camera turned around. And let's see, we got to go to this camera. All of that you'll see in tomorrow's video, but there's Bobby's trees right there. And then I got that corner that I put the basket weaving up that I need to put plaster on, which I'll probably do sometime this next week coming up. Anyhow, there we go. All right, so does anybody have any questions for me? I would appreciate it if you do have questions for me, because that will make me feel important. You know, it's funny, you put in all this newspaper here and it really doesn't look like anything until you put the plaster on it. Like when I did that one this morning, I mean, that looks like, wow, holy mackerel, it's a whole mountain there now. There wasn't that one earlier. By the way, Ron, I did get the decals. I think I told you that, but I got the decals, and I did install them. And Gary's a little worried about it because I haven't told him that I got them. So I got him in suspense because he wanted his buildings I'm doing for him. He wanted him by September. But then again, so did Roy Eltham on his by September. And I apologized to Roy a couple of days ago. And I'm sorry, Roy, if I have not fulfilled my end of the bargain. At least not yet. Now that I've got the electrical situation fixed and getting some of this scenery done, because this is what was planned before all the electrical problems happened. I was supposed to be doing all of this stuff. All right, anyhow, I'm just going to quit right here. I get my towel, dry my hands off so I can touch my computer. All right, so get John back up in there. Yes, okay, I'm trying to figure out why Vinny has trees and what?
Oh,
his layout.
Yeah, you put them on before you did the ground cover and everything, or painted it and everything?
They're just there for show. I just want to see what they look like. I can see something there like that. Yeah, there sure is. Mashed
Potato Mountain, Dave says. Ian says, does that come with gravy for the snow caps?
Actually, I could make that a winter scene, couldn't I?
Yeah, you could. You could get away with it.
Yeah. It does snow up there, you know. So,
yeah.
But no, they'll definitely be ground cover, and I'll show you guys when I get ready to do the ground cover, how I get the ground cover to stick to the sides of the mountain. Now, a lot of you guys probably know this little trick, but it's something I learned a few years ago was somebody else's video I watched, where you take your ground cover and you put it on a piece of styrene, and then you get a straw and you just blow it out to the side of your
Yeah.
mouth, provided either you have paint or glue. Roy Eltham, thank you so much. I appreciate that, buddy. Hold on. Hold on. Gotta do one of these. Thank you, Roy. I appreciate that, buddy. Back here.
Jor wants to know how you made out with your turnouts.
They all seem to be working. I mean, I have to make adjustments on a couple of them because some of them the ground throw is not throwing the points all the way over, so I just need to make some simple adjustments. But all the test runs that I've done and all of the challenges that I have participated in all ran good. I had a couple of issues where cars were derailing. I actually, before I did the one for Nancy's, I did the first one with my two bay hoppers, and everything was just jumping off the rails. I actually took the time to measure and weigh all of these cars. I weighed and measured 15 cars. So yeah.
See you later,
so
Kevin.
Who's going?
Kevin's leaving, and look who just showed up to the party, Brother Sparky.
Oh, hello there, Mr. Sparky. How are you doing, buddy? Engineer Hall had a question, I think. What did it say there?
Going off on trees, just had 2 months of carpenter. Oh, damn.
I miss with
Double Diamond said he's holding off on trees. I just had 2 months of carpenter ants on my layout. $200 treatment in and out. Holy cow.
Oh boy. Damn. Whew. That sucks.
All right. Let me
have to
go
find
back up through here. I'm not seeing
Yes, Dave, I swear I don't know what happened to those micro brushes. I don't know what happened to my micro set, the stuff for the decals. I have no clue what happened to them. They just disappeared. I have no clue. If I ask somebody to come in and steal them, I don't know. What am I going to do for dinner tonight? That's an interesting question. I've been seeing a lot of commercials on TV, Carl's Jr. and Arby's and Wendy's and all of these places. I don't know. Maybe I just cook something at home. Be done with it.
Let's see what Randall Ellison wants to know. Are you using plaster cloth over the paper or just regular plaster?
No, I'm using plaster cloth over the paper, and then when I get ready to do some sculpting, I will put plaster over the plaster cloth so I have some room to do some sculpting.
Now, when you're doing your sculpting, how hard do you let the plaster get?
That's a good question because I've seen guys do it when it's really hard.
Yeah,
when it's totally set up, and then I've seen guys do it before it actually gets totally set up. I don't know because I have not done any, so it's going to be a new thing for me to try.
Yeah,
so
I haven't tried any of that either, but I would think wait until it gets hard would be a little bit rougher trying to cut in the stuff that you're trying to do.
Yeah, exactly. Panda Express. All right. I like that. Thank you, Mr. Roy.
Cat that comes to visit his train shed and likes to pull the trees off the layout.
When my daughter was living here, she had a cat, and the cat was up on my layout one time. And I just screamed at that cat so loud that she never went back on the layout. I never touched the cat, just screamed at her. I said, "What are you doing up there? Get off my layout!" And she took off, and that was it. She never went on my layout again. Wait until it starts to go hard, and then, wait till it starts to go hard. So basically, in the transition from when you put it on to when it's actually set up, you do something in between there to do the sculpting, or whatever you want to call it. But that's what I had intentions of doing anyhow. That's the way I was going to do it. But we'll just have to see, when I get to that point. right now it's just like I want to get all the mountains pretty much with plaster on them because it's going to take forever and it's going to take a lot of paint to paint all these mountains. I'll tell you that right
Yeah.
now. So anyhow, but anyhow, I just wanted to put those trees up there just to see, get an idea how it's going to look up there. Now I have, I think probably 30 or 40 of those pines right there,
Yeah.
and I'm going to need a lot more. I'm probably going to need probably about 3 times that amount to cover it because this whole area up here is going to be all nothing but pine trees and mountains. That's all it's going to be up here.
Yeah.
Just a scenic route. I do have one more challenge I'm going to do, and that's for Mr. Peter LL. He wants people to run a passenger train.
Yeah. That's one of the challenges I have to do.
So I happen to have a passenger train, which is not prototypical for my layout, but I have the station in Phoenix, and when I get the upper level done, on the way other side of the room will be Williams, and there'll be another train station there. So my train, the Desert Rambler, is going to take people from Phoenix up to Williams, and then from Williams back to Phoenix. That's going to be my run for my Amtrak.
That's a good run.
Then he needs 1,000 ponderosa trees. Yeah, probably you're right, Roy. Because you got to figure the thing that I'm doing right in front of me here, there's going to be a bunch right here. There's probably going to be about 20 of them right here. Because when you drive up there, John, when you drive up to that part of the country, I mean, those trees are like they're pretty thick and close together.
Oh yeah.
So my question was earlier, to do that join thing, what do I have to do to make people become members? I know basically I just join, do the thing, get all set up and everything, and the join thing will show up on the bottom. But once I do that, what do the people expect me to do? That's the part I don't know.
Well, Sparky just started that on his channel, didn't he?
I believe he did, yes. So if my brother Sparky can call me later on and give me some insight of what I need to do, I would appreciate that. Exclusive content. Yeah, but that's, exclusive content is kind of hard. I mean, it could be anything. Mow my lawn. Okay, I'll do that.
Okay. Berkey says it gives you a list of benefits to offer.
Oh, so there's nothing that has to come out of my pocket? I mean, there's no prizes or anything like that?
No, I think what he does, and I think was it Michael McCarville? He's got that too. He puts it. Well, I think Sparky does his. He'll generate and give out prizes and stuff from the people that join and see that there's
right, and that's what he does with the money, and I plan on doing the same thing, pretty much the same thing. That's what I do with my super chats. Part of it goes to my layout, and part of it goes to presents and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So what I want. So I mean, I know there's different levels, and I was kind of looking at it earlier today. I really didn't get into it because I was trying to get everything in here set up.
Yeah, right.
But I just want to know if I just did emojis, and everyone knows it gets to prizes. Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah, because he's got that on his too. So.
Let's see what else it is. So Sparky just does the emojis, and it goes to prizes. All right. Because I saw different prices, levels. There's different levels, 1, 2, and 3, and 4. I think there might even be more than that. But level 1 was basically just emojis. That's it. They just get to pick what emojis they want. Well, that's pretty simple. Hello, Scott, Hillbilly Railroad. How's it going, buddy?
How you doing, Scott?
So,
Cleaning up lawnmowers. Oh, that doesn't sound like fun. What?
All right,
Norman. Where are the free Hooter girls? Where are they?
Yeah, really.
I want to know.
Oh, he wants. Well, I'll tell you, the Hooters down the street from me closed up, so I can't get any more now.
There's no Hooters around me at all. I don't even know where there would be.
I'm just kind of looking at the chat going on here. Norman has the video. Okay, I kind of missed out on that. Oh no.
At Hooters, of course they're at Hooters, but I don't have a Hooters here.
Okay, see, Roy's saying that the higher tiers, I think people get exclusive first look at videos before they actually publish. Well, that would be okay because I usually have my Saturday videos ready to go on Friday anyhow, so I probably can do that. But Brad Anderson, Model Railroad Down Under. How's it going, Brad? Nice, glad you can make it in here, buddy.
Brad.
Amateur Model Railroad, Artie. How's it going? Artie, you changed the name? Oh no, America. Aussie America. Sorry, I get that all mixed up.
Oh, let's see. That means what they're saying the Hooters are closing down, huh?
And there's probably some kind of not politically correct for to have these girls walking around and almost naked,
Yeah.
Flying club. Just imagine all the original Hooters waitresses are probably grandmothers now. That's funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably. Twin Peaks.
But Twin Peaks opening up stores.
Yeah, I don't know what that is. What is that?
I'm not sure either. That's got to be something up in Washington there with Steve.
All right, guys. Well, I appreciate everybody being in here tonight. I appreciate all the super chats. If we post the videos in that way, Roy. But yes, can we set up that way?
Ha! Roy, are you sure you want to post that up there? Bullshit. What about Chippendale men? What? I think you need to, if you want to go to Chippendales, I think there's one down in West Hollywood, but I wouldn't know. I don't go over there.
Hello, John, 2618. Sorry I missed you.
So.
That's funny. Check out Jack Triple. Yeah, I did. He's supposed to be on John.
Oh, 100 hoppers.
John,
wow.
Yeah, I mentioned that at the very beginning of this. I watched his video saying what he was going to do, and I told him that if he waited till after my show tonight, that I would give him a plug for people to run over there and watch it. And I told Ralph that he should be posting his link to go over there.
John Skullkill, he posted.
Yeah, I saw John. I saw the one from John, and I know Ralph's been posting him also. Let's see. Cooking and listening. What are you cooking there, buddy? You want any company? Hey, Dave, the NSF, when do you plan on getting your butt over here? I got work for you.
Hey, John. Yeah, well, we're sorry you were cooking and you heard about Hooters, but,
Okay. Let's see. I came to the chat tonight because I heard Sorry to disappoint you, Mr. Roy. That's funny. Okay, I just love being here on Friday nights with all these people. I mean, I don't get to see the chat until I rewatch it. If I rewatch it, if I have the time to rewatch it.
Yeah.
And it usually takes 2 days before I can see the chat, so I don't bother watching it until 2 or 3 days later, and then I usually forget about it. So, all right. So anyhow, next week, guys, probably gonna get back on this section here, and we're gonna start adding some plaster on it. And we'll see how it's all going to look, how it's all going to come together. So that means from here all the way around to there and all the way down that back wall, we'll have some sort of mountains on it.
Show you some skin.
Don't forget about my premiere video tomorrow at noon Eastern time. It's about 35 minutes long. It'll show basically what I showed you here tonight, but also putting the plaster on it. Also, how I'm going to set up my rock and gravel place, the Binghamton Rock and Gravel, and you'll see how it goes from there. So anyhow, I'll talk to you guys.
Yeah, Norman, next
tomorrow.
Week we get plastered.
Yeah, we're going to get plastered next week. All right.
That's perfect
all right, guys.
For a Friday night, right?
Yeah, right. Well, a lot of us don't have to go to work. I don't go to work anyhow anymore, so so we can get plastered. Who you got? You got You go, JD.
Yeah, no, I don't think so, Steve.
All right. Good night. Good night,
All right.
everyone. I'll talk to you guys later. Thanks for showing up. Thanks for all the super chats tonight. I really do appreciate it. And we'll talk to you guys tomorrow on my premiere video. And who knows? Maybe I'll post that challenge, the Amtrak challenge here pretty soon too.
Yeah, that would be it, Sean. That would be it. If I'm a Hooters girl, it's no wonder they're closing down. Yes.
All right, everyone. Take care, and we'll talk to you next
Thanks for
week
the
or
love.
tomorrow,
See you
whatever.
guys tomorrow.
Bye, everyone.